Hello from Bear River. It's still January 30th. This is the emerging wetland. It got sculpted where there's a bank there with a drop down and more willows, and you can see how they bend in the water and hang on with their roots. Here's some willows that managed to snag a little bit of debris, and as time goes on it'll store up debris. But here's some more willows. They're all bent with the water. But this was the emerging wetland. Now it's been reshaped by the water. It used to be flat through here, not anymore, because the strong, I think it was probably at 1,000 where the current created this bank right here. And there's a big old root wad out in the middle there. There's the large woody debris. Here's another piece of woody debris and another bent over willow. And this little bank of willows was undermined, and then I think that's bedrock, and then sand, and more sand, and this will fill up with water at some point. And then under here, look at this, how this trapped debris. This was all underwater, and these are willows that probably won't be willing to move. You look at these ones down here, they're pretty bent over. And then we actually go down a hill to get to where the frog pond was. This little group of willows here was what was between the frog pond and the river. And then this here is the frog pond. It looks totally different than it did. And we still have a little creek coming in here, running through just on the other side of the row of willows that once defined the protective covering of what was the frog pond and will be a future frog pond, I'm sure. This is where it goes out back into the river. Oh, the root wad's caught up in a rock. That's what it's anchored on. I don't recall that rock, but you never know. And then here's the willows buffering the flow, defining the edge of the wetland. And this is the frog pond area, and that's where the people like to hang out in the shade. This is the inner workings. This was like full of muck and moss and all kinds of stuff, and look at it now. It's sand and gravel and cobble. Mostly sand and gravel though, so that's a neat place for the salmon actually to lay their eggs. If they were ever able to get up over Comby Dam, Campfire West Dam, 2 dams, and that little diversion dam below Campfire West, which is another thing that we need to work on. Apparently it's a little bit like Hemp Hill, so maybe something good can be done there. Garbage. Why would there be rocks in a bottle? Okay, and back out we go. So there's the frog pond, all cleaned out, nice looking, ready for a new generation of frogs. And there's its feed from the river. And we'll just, yep, there it is, kind of wonderful. Behind this bunch of willows that's not going anywhere, save for a major flood. And there's some, probably not sedges, but something over there that doesn't have edges. So whatever it is without edges is what's over there. Okay, gee, getting through here is a challenge. Okay, and I just think this is so interesting, so I keep it on. Because, this is a future little channel back in here. The water went. And there we are, and that's back out to the beach. Oum Mitakuye Oyasin.